Hey guys, welcome to a little extra video on why I think this car is going to get banned. This is the 2021 Volkswagen ID.4. The electrical, well, yeah, it's a hot hatch. It's an SUV or a crossover. It's definitely not a hot hatch, but never mind, never mind. That's not why. But before I can talk to you about this one, we have to go back, way back. So prepare for story time. We're going to start with this, the 2011 Hot Wheels Bone Shaker. Now, way back in the before time, in Forza Horizon 4, the Bone Shaker was way overpowered. Like, way overpowered. And people were whining a lot. When I play online, everybody brings a bone shaker and I can't keep up. And you'd imagine that the reply would be, well, why don't you bring the bone shaker? Yeah, I don't want to drive it because it's OP. Okay. Well, eventually, Turn 10 heard all the little whiny pussies and banned the car from online racing. In fact, they also banned it from rivals, and they did it so well that because the car had been out for like ever, everybody had set rivals times in the Bone Shaker. But now your rivals times were deleted. Oh man, then I have to go to all the tracks where I set a time in the Bone Shaker and I have to set a new time. And you did that, and it wouldn't register. Because it turns out that the time you had set in the Bone Shaker, even though it wasn't there anymore, was still registered on the server. So you would have to beat that now invisible time in order to get a new time listed. It was really great. They fucked it up big time. Right. This brings us to Forza Horizon 5. Because way back when, and I can't even remember when, they decided that we needed a drift gearbox. And some of the electrical cars we had at the time got this electrical gearbox, or this 4-speed drift gearbox, which was great. But somebody very quickly figured out that this car, the 2019 Racer Tachyon Speed, was very good with the drift gearbox because when you upgraded it and well, let's just, I don't know, put some slicks on it, wider tires, and all sorts of things. And then we can go in here. And now watch what happens with the PI. Currently it's S2994, which it should be. It's, it's got a top speed of close to 400 kilometers an hour, and, well, it's the Batmobile. But, watch this. Huh! Well, damn. It immediately drops to A class. And everybody got very busy tuning their tachyon speed and doing rivals and whooping everybody's ass in online racing in A class. Because, duh. The problem that was very apparent was that when you install that drift gearbox, the base speed, the base gearing of that gearbox is completely fucked up. It gives the car a top speed of 56.8 kilometers an hour, and all you had to do was retune it. Oh, yeah, this is going great. And suddenly you're back to close to 400 again. So basically, you'd get an X-Class car in A-Class. Now, what did Turn 10 do? Well, they quickly discovered, oh, this is bad from the, amount of whining that went on. So they immediately banned the car while they thought of a solution. Now, you'd think that, well, it's just a matter of changing the standard, the stock gear ratio when you put on the drift gearbox. Duh, how hard can it be? Because apparently the PI drop is solely due to the top speed it has stock when you put on that drift gearbox. They thought about it for 3 weeks. And while they were thinking really hard about a fix, and what did they come up with? Well, they banned the car. You're not allowed to bring this to online racing anymore. Yeah, not allowed to race it in the trial, for instance. Well, it's the same thing with the where is it? That one, the iPace, I believe. You can't bring either if you have the drift gearbox on it or some shit like that. Yeah, but it's the same thing. You can drop it way down using that gearbox. So, very broken. And all it would take would be to change the standard gear ratio on the drift gearbox. But no. Let's ban the car. Now, this brings me to this pile of poo. Because this is fucking ridiculous. So yeah, first of all, this is rear-wheel drive stock. Now, you can ignore that and just have it rear-wheel drive, or if you go change it, then yeah, the PI goes way up because you cannot adjust the gearbox when it's stock. You can only adjust the gearbox if you put on all-wheel drive. Now, some genius, I don't know who, figured out that while the car is in rear-wheel drive, you can do some funky shit. Because currently, it has what? 201 horsepower, right? Okay. So if we give it a bunch more, the PI goes up violently. Excellent. Everything's fine. You can put on the racing gearbox, and the PI drops like a rock. That's weird. Why? I mean, it's rear-wheel drive, of course, but, it seems weird. I think you have to upgrade it. Yeah, so now we're up to 1,147 horsepower, 1,719 newton meters of torque. It does not end here. No. Because, well, we want some aero on it. That drops it even more. Now it's going to go down only by 2. Because, I don't know. Yeah. But it gets way weirder. So let's put on some racing slicks. And this immediately makes the PI go up. So we want some front end grip. Oh, PI went up again. And some rear end grip. Ooh, went up again. And one wider stance. And let's put on some lighter rims. And yeah, as you can see, lightening the rims quite a lot, 30 kilograms, drops the PI. So that was tires. We're going to put that in. And yeah, let's go with some racing diffs. And, well, full-on brakes. Drops the PI by 1 point. Not really sure why, because, I mean, it greatly increases your chance of stopping. Let's see, see if I put street springs on, my PI goes up by 6 points. And if I put sports on, it drops by 1. And if I put race springs on, it drops by 2. Not really sure how that works. And the roll cage. Yeah, that of course drops it again, but see that there it goes up and down and up. Feel free to explain that to me. So that goes up 5 points. And you can see from launch, that gets better when I add that one. Is that why it drops, what, 18 points? And then goes up again 5 points. But here's where it gets very interesting. Weight reduction. 88, 88, 506. So that is basically as, well, not really. There you go, 500. Now you got a D500 grip monster. Because this car stock grips like you wouldn't believe. So with all the wings and shit and racing slicks, you got a perfect car. Now, some of you may have noticed that the top speed is not great. 135.9. Now you can fiddle around with it and screw around with all the settings, all you like, and get a little bit higher. I think I have it tuned. No. Oh my god, that's actually heavier. Fuck it. We'll take it. So what can you do with the D500 car with that low a top speed? Well, as it turns out, you can do pretty much fuck all with it. But there is one thing you can do, and I am going to do this, because if I don't, it becomes completely undrivable. Remember, it's rear-wheel drive with like 1200 horsepower. That's what it can do. That's it. But there is one track where this is a good thing. And there it is, Cathedral Circuit. It used to be, or well, at least for me, D500 rivals. If there was turns, I would use, where are you? This little thing, the 4L export, because you could do a D500 tune and a C600 tune though, where it just grips like a Formula One car and is perfect. And that's the one I'd driven in rivals here at Cathedral Circuit. The first time I drove this one, I beat my own time by over 3 seconds. Yet this thing is stupendously fast. I'm not going to beat myself again, I can promise you that, because I think I drove, something like 8 laps the other day. But there I am, 105.013. So, let's try anyway. And the ID.4. And yeah, I know the paint job is ugly as fuck. Don't have to tell me. And let's see. I think it's like so. Oh, I can't remember if it's stability on and then traction off or the other way around. Fuck it, let's try that. it is really stupid, and you're sort of bending the rules of the game. But I would imagine when enough people have done this Rivals, and the powers that be actually find out that it is way fucked up, this car. Way fucked up. I would imagine that it would get banned from Rivals or something like that. Because it is a prize car. We won it last week, I think it was. Wasn't it? Oh. Yeah, it must have been. So Series 31 Autumn. And it's not in the auto show, meaning that anybody joining the game from now on will not have this car, and they're going to be whining. Not sure if anybody's going to care about it, but they're going to be whining. Oh no, I'm ahead of myself. I will screw it up. Because, and I don't mean to brag, but I'm only driving one hand because I'm smoking at the same time. See? I hit. But anyway, it is really fast. However, as far as I know, this is the only track where it's fast. Everywhere else, it's the top speed is too low. And unfortunately, the moment you put all-wheel drive on it, the PI goes up to like S-Class. But yeah, this car is so fucking broken, it's ridiculous. I mean, how can you, even with the low top speed, adding all this power and all the slicks and shit, and that will actually drop the PI from the standard. Oh, for the love of God. Dear 1010, stop adding electric cars. You obviously have no fucking clue what you're doing. Also, hot hatch? Yeah. No. It's an SUV. Oh, God, Right. Anyway, that's it for now. But I will say this, you can probably expect more videos of me driving some of the DLC cars and prize cars I've got. As it seems to be something, yeah, well, I can't even remember who it was. That's actually kind of embarrassing. I don't have it here. Someone commented on my 2.0 video of this week's trial. Yay! Nice to see you doing some tunes for prize cars and DLC cars. Please keep it up, la la la. And that was actually a good idea, because it gives me a chance to drive them, which I hardly ever do. Which is kind of sad, really. So, yeah, there's probably going to be some videos here and there of prize cars or DLC cars, and me wrecking them or being stupid with them or trying to drive them or something like that. But anyway, for this video I was using this piece of shit car. Oh, wait, let me just check. When did we actually win the damn thing? Yeah, there it is. Autumn, 20 points. Volkswagen ID.4. Oh, right. Anyway, that was the car I was using. And if you want to try that tune I made, and yeah, there's probably going to be 1,000 of them by now, I would imagine. And probably some that are better than mine. But there you go. 373-436-174. And yeah, I'm not really sure if you should like this. I think it's a disgrace that you can make something like this, but whatever. But do please remember to like the video, Don't forget to subscribe. And yeah, if you got something you want to see, leave a comment and I'll see what I can do. Anyway, thank you very much for watching and stay safe. Bye bye.